So the cool thing about RC Tritec is they sell these little kits that are like 1 gram of luminous dust, and then they come with smaller bottles than what you see here of the varnish, and you can just apply your own lume. And they have a machine, a very expensive machine for applying it, but you don't need the machine, you just need the little kit. It costs about $100. So very simple display, but is this a mineral that is mined?
Ceramic,
or is it
created?
It's created.
It's
okay.
created.
So it's created out of the. I've read the ingredients. So it's created out of those ingredients
Aluminum
and
oxide.
mixed and then crushed and turned into powder, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So it's not something you find in a cave somewhere.
No, it's burned in an oven.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks a lot. So these are like watchmakers' workstations, just desks with lights and tools, and it may just be the desks. Yeah, it's tables. This is a EPHJ. I don't know this company, but it has these insane tools for watchmakers that I will never own, but Patek Philippe and companies like that use these. So this is, as I understand it, this is a hand setting. This is for hand setting, and it's like it presses the hands down using the correct tip with the correct pressure. That's all controlled and monitored by computer, and then there's like a central command networked application that keeps track of the record of every watch that's done, like the pressure that was used, and it logs everything. And I think it can also store settings between sessions, so you can go from a setting for one watch to another by changing the command control system. Anyway, I don't know how much those things cost, but I think I'll stick to using a $2 Chinese rod with some metal on the end of it. But it's just crazy the amount of technology that they have and that they've created in this country to do things the right way. So these look like very small CNC machines, which is kind of interesting. So I think everybody knows Bergeon, but Bergeon is like the Swiss, big Swiss company that makes tools and desks and all the kind of watchmaking kits. So from screwdrivers to the desk itself here, probably that chair. These service kits that include everything you need for carrying your kit around. And I don't know how many thousands of things they have in inventory, but there's just an incredible amount.
Is it making a comeback?
Yeah, in wooden now. Wooden.
What's the partner? Let me guess what the partner is. Is it 8104? 8014. It used to be 700.
So this is Horotech, which is also a Swiss company that makes tools, kind of real watchmakers tools. So this is like a workbench. Bonjour. I asked permission of your colleague just to film. Okay. Do you want to say anything in English?
I don't speak very well in English, but yes.
I'm just showing. I have a small YouTube channel that I started, so just to for amateur watchmaker, the tools are interesting. That's what I am. So okay. Merci.
Merci.
So this is it's called Polyrapid, and then Techno Finish, and I think it's polishing tools, but you can figure that out for yourself.
Ça doit être H ou K et puis tu prends à droite.
D'accord. Ok.
And that looks like containers, like polyester containers for small parts. Maybe they form those out of polyester. Is it laser engraving?
It is laser welding.
Laser welding.
Laser welding. It's the work. It's a laser engraving.
Merci. So this is laser engraving, and this is laser welding. And then polishing. So this other one, I'm not that into the details of these things, but just to give you an idea of this show, like these guys presumably make the what do you call them? I want to say the right word, but basically sapphire, synthetic sapphires, and it's called cerameret. So I think ceramics and sapphire are kind of similar. I should ask about the difference. I'm going to see if he'll talk to me about that. So he just explained to me that sapphire is like 99.9% pure, and ceramic is like 97% pure or something like that. So sapphire is just like the most refined state of a ceramic, synthetic ceramic. And these days they're making cases out of ceramic. And then of course the jewels are made out. The jewels are more pure because they're the hardest. They need to be the hardest material there is. And the ceramic still has to be machined. So I suppose there's also different levels of ceramic depending on what tools you have to machine it. So this exhibit is a machine that uses a camera to guide a motion control system that is it's controlling a part, like checking the part afterwards to see check the dimensions to match and see if it's proper or whatever. But I'll just show you the demo because it's so cool. So there's a tiny camera and a tiny watch main plate down there that's half manufactured basically. And this huge robot is moving with such precision based on what the camera sees that it then traces the edge and records all the data to basically in French you say control, basically to make sure that it's everything was manufactured to the tolerance that was expected.
The diameter of the stylo is 0.125.
So the diameter of the stylus that's doing that is 0.125 millimeters. So just over 1/10 of a millimeter. The diameter of that, there's a little ball at the tip of the stylo, so that's how accurate it is. That's the diameter of the stylo, but the edge of the stylo is even more accurate because it knows where the edge is too. Yeah, super cool. Thanks a lot. Okay, I just asked these guys. This is Hamard Automation Society Anonymous, and they have robots, and they're so cool. I asked the guy if I could film because I don't want to be attacked by a robot. So this thing is just navigating around on its own. I'm not sure what it's doing. And then this guy looks like it could punch you in the face if it wanted to. So kind of pick and place. So this is a company called Wilhelmine McCodel that makes CNC machines, computer numerically controlled milling machines. And somebody just stepped in. I wanted to show, there's a machine that is showing how base plates, watch base plate for movements are made. But some people just stepped in there, so I'll wait a minute. But these are some other examples, probably of medical devices that they've made. When I first started using CNC machines in the things I was building, my engineers told me that watches were really easy because they're basically two-dimensional. And what he meant by that, obviously, they're not just two-dimensional, but there are a lot of watch parts that are basically single axis in terms of the CNC machining necessary. So this is a very compact CNC machine that can be used to do, like it's doing a base plate here. But you can see how small it is, and at the same time it's able to do really fine work. I can't tell if that's in focus. Yeah. I think it's kind of faking it. It's tracing something else here, but there's some examples of whatever is programmed into it right now, which is like a base plate with some custom skeleton engraving. So the thing about this also is that it looks like it has an accessory, which is like a tool cabinet. So this robot probably provides different bits to the machine, so that if you're making a complex piece that requires different bits, you can get it from this one. I'm not sure about that, but that's usually the way it works. And with a robot that small, or a CNC machine that small, it probably needs something to switch the tooling out. I think one thing that's weird about this show is that there's this mixture of very superficial stuff, like the jewelry aspect, non-technical jewelry aspect of watchmaking, finishing and that kind of thing, combined with the very, very technical high precision aspect of making it. So for example, bracelets and materials for bracelets and precious metals combined with tools like bits for CNC machines. And that's just kind of the reality of the Swiss watchmaking industry. It's from top to bottom. And also, it's a business that everybody knows each other. So there's also this social aspect of it. Like, I don't know what's going on here. If one company's having a party, or if they're all having a party just because it's the end of the day. But it's a lot of like the get together of the trade show is just people that already know each other having a drink together. Which is kind of what most trade shows are, but because this is a small country and a tight community of watchmakers, you see more of it here. I don't even know what that is. It just looks like a bar with hors d'oeuvres, but it's some kind of precision tools controlled by. It looks like it's a winder. Actually, that's crazy. I love it. Let's see what this is. Oh no. That was like a fancy winder. I guess it's diagnostics. Okay, so that's not that, like it's way too big to do the whole thing, but that's just to give you an idea. All right, checking out.